Hi, my name's Daddy. I play Clash of Clans sometimes. One of the things I really enjoy about the game is that essentially it's a blank sheet. Everybody has their own opinions on how to set up their defences, what works for them, and it's really a learning curve for all of us. It's really not the destination, it's the journey, and I modify my base all the time on the basis of what I see from others. So I want to just take this opportunity, because I'm below 200 cups and with Town Hall 9, to show you some of the best bases, the best farming bases that are actually in the game at the moment. And I want to just comment a little bit on them, and if possible suggest where I might be able to attack from. Now we're assuming that here that we've got a typical farming loadout on your troops, so you're not attacking with all peckers and you're not attacking with all dragons, which is a bit pointless to waste all that elixir. So let's have a look at what's available around about 138 cups. This is totally at random, this is not prepared. Okay, so this guy here, he's done a lot of the good things, right? He's got his main big defense is the mortar, really close to the middle, right next to his storages. The challenge he's got really is that he's got too much space in the middle. You can make it more compact, and that would effectively allow the circles of defense to be more overlapping. You really want as many sort of multiple defenses as possible. Okay, this guy here, he's got the mortar in the middle. They're never going to get to that mortar first. The challenge here is that one of his mortars is really essentially only one small thin pink wall away from the outside. So if I was going to attack here, it would definitely be from the top. So take out the outlying camps, etc., and then go in with the wall breakers to the top. Hammer the middle with barbarians, and then put goblins through the middle. But he's doing a lot of the good things, right? He's got splash defences all around the middle. So any wall breakers or goblins that bunch up are definitely going to be taken out by a lot of those splash defences. Okay, I'm going to end that battle and I'm going to go for another one. Attack. There we go. You do see searching for opponents a lot, don't you? Okay, so this guy clearly is working on his walls. He's got his... the challenge he's got is that he's got one long wall here, and that's no real defence against wall breakers, because the wall breakers are just going to punch in. He's clearly attempted to have some sort of wall breaker defence here, although it would be really much better to put those on the other side, so that the wall breakers would be attracted to them, and they'd have to crunch through all of those walls to get there. Any other comments on that? I mean, look, if I was going to attack that base, it would definitely be from one of the sides that doesn't have these extra defences on the inside. But this to me would be a fairly simple base to beat. You just take out the outside resources and defences, then you push archers across to the mortar there. Okay, let's go and find another one. Okay, so, clearly the guy's only got one wall between the outside and the middle. So if you're going to attack, you're going to be attacking from that direction there. Also, he's got two of his wizard towers upgrading at the same time, which leaves him really vulnerable. So, you're going to take out the outside stuff, you're going to go in with 2 wall breakers, 3 wall breakers perhaps, and then you're going to push all your stuff inside to the middle, and then follow in with goblins. Okay, now we're starting to see some nice defences now. This base is probably one that I would skip, but I would say though that his mortars. I mean, I'm not sure if this guy is trying to protect his cups or protect his resources, because he's got his town hall in the middle. What that means is that no one's ever going to be able to give him a free shield or a very cheap shield in return for cups. So you can also take out his mortars with archers from the side, which is a little bit weak. This guy hasn't done a bad job of putting some walls there to defend against wall breakers. He's got the mortars in the middle, which is a good thing, but I'm not sure why he's got such weak air defences right in the middle there. No farmers or no raiders at this level ever bother using air attacks, because it's just too much waste of elixir. So my advice to him would be to take out the air defences and put the wizard towers in the middle. probably segregates the inside as well. Now I really dislike these bases. They're really tricky because I roll with a lot of goblins. So when there's a lot of little squares here, what happens is the goblins get bunched up in the apexes, and and of course the splash stuff takes them out, like the wizard towers and the mortars. He's got doing all the right things though in terms of having the storages right in the middle there. It's pretty tricky to get into. Okay, these bases are nice. I call these eggs. They're really tough on the outside, but once you get in, they're soft as you like. So, you know, take out the outlying stuff with some cheap troops like barbarians, and then distract the mortars and the wizard towers and anything that's going to be in range with some barbarians on that side, and then throw in the wall breakers there. 2 or 3, you know, decent wall breakers will get in there. Then in with the goblins. Again, I'm not sure why these people are putting their air defences inside, because no one attacks them with air defence. This base would be fairly simple to get into. I mean, he's got mortars within reach of the range attack from archers. But you know, he's kind of on the right track in that all the important stuff is in the middle. I just hope he's cleaned out his mines, because they're very easy to get to. Okay, that's interesting. So he's clearly a lover of dark elixir, which I am not. He's obviously got 2 Teslas there and a 3rd Tesla there. This would be a relatively easy base to destroy the defences on one side though, because you know he's got all his mortars and all his wizard towers on the outside. If you're rolling with a lot of archers or giants, that would be a relatively easy base to sort of clear out, so that you can let your wall breakers go in deep and then in with the goblins. Haven't we seen this one just before? Okay, this is one that I would definitely press that button on. He's got the sherbet towers in the middle, he's got the mortars right in the middle. This is an experienced farmer and knows what he's doing. Sometimes bases just aren't worth the hassle, and this would be one of them. All I would say is I'm wondering why he has a gold cannon there, because he could take that out easily. But, you know, I mean, he's got wall breaker protection there. Yeah, that's definitely one that you'd want to take out with with Peckers and dragons, but not me. Now, he could have a Tesla there. He's got, for some strange reason, lots of defences on the outside. And he's got his wizard towers there, and a mortar there. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to go for this one, it would be fairly simple to go in using the usual technique of distracting the defences and going in wall breakers, then goblins. See, this is why I love this area, this region. There's some really interesting and creative bases here. The problem with a base, from an attacker's point of view, with a base that isn't standard, is you don't really know what to do. This guy has got all the good stuff in the middle. He's building something in the middle which is a bit pointless, because you want to put you want to be active in the middle if you can. But really, you put wall breakers in there and you're going to get really confused. I'm just going to talk a little bit more about this one. So, if I was going to attack it, I'd probably choose the weakest side, which should probably be this side here. Now it's weakest because there's 2 mortars close to each other, so if you can get in, you probably need to use rage really. With 400,000 resources, it'd probably be worth using some rage. Use rage, put some barbarians over there, clear out this lot if you can, and then with rage, put wall breakers, and try and get the wall breakers to go in a line straight through to the middle. What would probably happen though is the wall breakers go side to sides. So you probably need to roll with about 25-30 wall breakers to take that base properly. And then of course you just go straight in with your barbarians to try and take out the mortars. But yeah, no, I like that base. It's there's a lot going for it. So let's just do one more, and we're going to conclude this. Let's see what we can see. Okay, we've seen this one already. and I believe we've seen that one already. Always be nice to have 2 bites of the cherry. Okay, so again, this is the style that I really don't like, which is the little squares, because they slow my goblins down. The guy's got a really good set of defences right in the middle of his base. The only problem though is that he's got a gap there, so you could probably quite easily put your wall breakers in there and take that wall and that wall, throw in your archers, and you've taken out those wizard towers. Yeah, that's the flaw. He's doing a lot of good things. He needs to really put that wall there, so that he's got probably something there as well, so that he's got no direct access to these really strong splash defences in the middle. As far as I'm concerned, from the point of view of how I roll, the splash defences are the most difficult for me to get to. Closely followed by the expo, because I've got a lot of small ground troops that just get mullered by expos. So I typically, when I see 2 expos, I just click next. It's just too difficult. It's just not worth the effort. There's a lot more easier pickings. So anyway, I hope that's been interesting for you, and I hope it's showing you that we're all learning, right? My base is not going to be the same in a few weeks' time, because I'm going to spot something that is going to be really difficult for me to attack. So I'm going to incorporate that in my base. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you like it, please click like, please subscribe, and do put some comments in there, because I always read them. Thank you.